YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. but yeah, I just wanted to come in and sit with y'all for a little bit. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm having a weird moment. I normally, like every day this week, have been using a tinted moisturizer on my face, and today was the first day that I just kind of reached for the foundation. Um, Apropos of nothing, it's just it was there. It was probably closer to me than the tinted moisturizer. But now I'm having this, oh wow, my skin is really covered. So I'm working around it. So listen, I got to look away to do these eyebrows. I wanted to come in because, a big part of this channel and um what I've kind of gotten known for is news piece commentary. And with that said, if you guys have a news piece, something going on in your area that you feel deserves a little more attention than it's currently getting, please send me the link and I will do a reaction video to it. Now, this one I found on my own, and it came courtesy of Facebook's kind of trending news topic. So I thought that we should discuss it because it's kind of sort of a big deal. And it's also kind of light and airy, which is sort of how I wanted to ease back into this portion of the channel. Um, this is coming from Mattel, which many of you should know is the, creator, distributor of Barbie dolls. Apparently, Barbie is undergoing a bit of a expansion. Expansion sounds about right. In spring of 2016, Barbie will begin releasing modified body types of the original doll. There's the original, and now there's also going to be petite, tall, and curvy. So yeah, original, petite, tall, curvy, four different body types. And I actually had the opportunity to go on the website and take a look at them, and it's really sort of amazing to me. Um, the petite doll is really, I mean, it all kind of, it's sort of self-explanatory, but the petite doll is significantly shorter in stature with sort of a willowy, very small framed. The tall doll is taller than the average Barbie, which, as I recall from some friggin' where, the original Barbie is 11 and a half inches tall, and apparently the tall version will be taller than that. And it's much more model-esque, statuesque, what have you. And the curvy doll, which, I mean, granted, I'm friggin' biased, um, is of average height, but significantly more ample proportioned. There is sort of a much more pronounced hip area. There's a more pronounced backside area. She's a bit bustier. She is what one could say is one of the first, because I know Rosie O'Donnell was the absolute first, but she's arguably one of the first plus-sized mainstream dolls on the market. And when I saw this, I was, needless to say, I mean, rather amazed. It's great that we've come to this place and arrived here after, I mean, what has to have been kind of decades of debate regarding this issue. Y'all, hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, forgive the unmade bed in the background and my backpack over there, and what apparently has now become my signature pink shirt. This is what's known as the I don't give a damn about anything that might happen to this shirt. And it's super comfortable, ergo, I wear it. But yeah, Barbie. So, I mean, this has ended what has to have been, as I said, a decades-long conversation regarding sort of Barbie as not just an iconic figure in the, American and now worldwide diaspora, but also sort of an aspiration for young and not so young girls. As somebody who is sort of forever linked to and intimately familiar with the trans community, particularly trans women of color, I always thought it was a bit silly. And I guess it's easy for me to say that because obviously at that time Barbie was something that I would and could never aspire to. But y'all, I used to, I mean, just these, it's just so crazy to me. These grown ass women who were like more than halfway to a letter from AARP still saying, oh, I'm trying to, girl, I want to be Barbie. I'm a Barbie. I want that Barbie look. And really the undercurrent of what was being said was that, Barbie, despite vast differences at this point in national origin and representation, is still sort of looked at, as a representation of the European standard of beauty. And so, again, these grown ass women would be, you know, running out to get noses that looked like exclamation points and declaring themselves a Barbie. And so, I mean, yeah, again, I never put a great deal of stock in it, but so many folks did. But what's so interesting now is that, Barbie no longer has to mean that. And, you know, a young girl who's far closer to my body type than she'll ever be to Barbie's can now see a vision of herself reflected back at her, represented in this doll. Yeah, I'm going to post a picture of the curvy Barbie. I had posted it on my Instagram, and for those of you looking to follow me on Instagram, I will definitely drop it below because enough of you have asked. But I'm going to post up this picture of the curvy, one of the representations of the curvy Barbie body type now. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hold on one second. Am I back? Yes, I'm back. Hi. So yeah, that's what curvy Barbie looks like. And it's immensely gratifying to see something like that. And I should mention, which you will see should you choose to peruse over to the website. That was really the wrong word of use of the word peruse, but should you decide to peruse the website, you will see that each new body type is receiving 4 variations of Barbie. So you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Like the picture that you just saw was, a Caucasian Barbie with blue hair. And there's also an African American curvy Barbie. There's another body type, curvy Barbie. Another one that I'm really excited about. Now, please don't quote me on this. I believe that she's part of the new tall versions of Barbie. Is of a chick that could be biracial who actually has like a blonde mohawk, but it's flat. It's not like straight up in the air, but it's like her sides and back are shaved. Shaved hair on a Barbie. Like, when did this? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, if Barbie wasn't known for nothing, you know what I'm saying? God knows the ridiculous amounts of times that I spent in that lady's hair. Truth be told, I probably spent more time in her hair than I have in mine. It's funny because it's true. Um, but yeah, so I mean, there's going to be, like, basically you're getting variety. That's what it boils down to. There's going to be a beautiful degree of variety in these dolls and diversity and cultures and ethnicities represented. And, Barbie, I would say since the 90s has been rather good about that, about making sure that different folks were represented. But like the one thing I keep going back to, y'all, is the big, please forgive my 2 liter. I need the caffeine. The one thing I keep going back to was the big brouhaha that was created when they initially modified Barbie's body type. If you recall this, like it was a newsworthy thing. Like they expanded her waist, they shrunk her bosoms. Obviously not significantly, but she became able to support internal organs. That's pretty much what it boiled down to. And it kicked up a decent amount of controversy, as much as one can have over a plastic doll anyway, with regard to people just saying that, Barbie is not meant to necessarily reflect the human experience, that she is, an ideal, and not, necessarily representative of people. Um, but I think that the number of studies that came out that kind of linked, you know, young girls' body dysmorphia to their experience with Barbie was enough to kind of draw attention to um, a problem that was occurring. And so that happened, and now again we're starting to see that people want to see themselves um, in the toys that their children associate with. And I'm, needless to say, completely here for it. I don't think it could happen at a more opportune time, We're coming to a place where the the thought of a female president is so much more than an idea. I mean, it's a distinct possibility rather than, telling little girls that they could be anything they want to be. We're, we can now quantify that. We can actually show, like, you have a chance. You have a chance. And it should not just be relegated to girls with these very specific proportions. You know, very petite girls should feel represented. Incredibly tall girls should feel represented. And yes, in a country where the size of the average American woman is 12, in a country where somebody like Melissa McCarthy can become wildly successful, not because of her body, but not in spite of it either. It's time. It's time for our young kids who don't fit a mold can see someone who looks like themselves reflected back at them. So yeah, I'll come back at the very end, but that's it. It gives me a little hope. It does. I'll be back. Hey y'all. So yeah, ready to go. But before I skedaddle, I just wanted to show you this really quickly. Um so I went yesterday they were serving free pizza to all the students at school. And they had these two artists there that did caricature drawings because it was an opportunity for you to meet like all of the student clubs and organizations and sign up for extracurriculars and things of that nature. So I sat for one of them, and this was the caricature that he did of me. And I told him that I really wanted to be reading a book. So he made the book green, which totally reminded me of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which is totally my book. So I thought it was friggin' hilarious. I can't get over it. I can't. I'm gonna have this framed. It just meant that much to me. This was a day that I refused to like do the headband thing. So we just slapped on a clip-on bang and calling it. The lip du jour, NYX Liquid Suede, Cherry Skies. I live for this color. You need it in your life. And that's about it. So shouts to Barbie. I'm really excited about that. And I'm so copping one. If I don't cop all of them. I'm not even a Barbie person like that anymore, but I mean, it's kind of like giving my inner child a hug. You know what I mean? Like that's the Barbie I wanted to see, so now I'll be able to. I hope y'all are well. Have a beautiful day. Wherever you go, please take my love with you. And as always, y'all, one love.